Here on the left hand side is the Forrest railway station. The dust just hangs around. And here we are at Forrest. Here we go, the sign "Welcome to Forrest." Accommodation, camping, fuel, meals, showers, postal agency, it's all here. We're at Forrest Airport. Would you believe there's a plane just coming to land just as we've reached here. He's coming to land for fuel. Then he'll continue on his journey.
The hangar over there, and there used to be a big white building called the hostel.
Yeah, well,
they were the only two buildings that were here. These houses were not here before 1948.
Right.
The house number 4 on this side and the last one, number 6, they're identical in design. They were the first two put here by the Commonwealth in 1948 when they compulsorily acquired the property.
Oh.
Before that, it was all privately owned. It was a consortium. MMA, ANA Airlines, they were a consortium. They bought it off the original owner, Norman Brearley, West Australian Airways. He set it all up. The Commonwealth put those two houses in, and in the early 50s, the pilots were landing on a daily basis and they wanted updated weather, so they sent a couple of Met Bureau chaps out here and they stayed in the hostel as well as worked in the hostel.
Oh, right. Excuse me, can you turn the...
So then they turned around and said, oh, we better build a Met Bureau, which is this building here. So they built this, and then they had to house it and staff it with 4 staff. So their staff couldn't come out here until 4 additional houses were put on site. So 4 of a different design were those 3 to the left and the one in the middle. They're all the same design, and they were for the Met Bureau staff. And all that was from 48, and then their houses were put in about 52. And that's when they built this. And then it ran like that all the way through until the mid-90s, 94. The last Met Bureau staff left here in 95 when the private owner acquired the property after a tendering process. The Commonwealth put it up for tender, and he was the only one that put in a bid and got it.
So it's privately owned here now,
is it? It's all private now. So we're talking near on 1,000 acres. The airport and this building, all the houses, that's all part of the actual airport property. And then 4 years after acquiring this property, he then approached the railways and secured that building over the other side of the railway line. It's called the Railway Rest House. That's got 4 bedrooms, big lounge, kitchen.
Right. Oh, right. We wondered what that was as we came through.
Yeah, well, the railway chaps, they'll stay in there, but that's now privately owned, privately controlled by the owner of this place.
Right.
He acquired the generators, the new bore, which is that building there, the frame and all, that's our bore. So he's got all of it.
What's the water like out here?
Pretty good, actually. A little bit of salt content, but salinity, but not as high as if you were closer to the air highway.
As you go south, I believe it gets very salty.
High, very high. We've got a desalination plant. We put about 30% of our bore water through, and that then gets fed into every one of those concrete tanks behind each of the houses, and that's all treated. So you can drink that straight away. You wash in it. It all gets plumbed into all the houses. They got their own tank. So my job is to turn around and maintain it, look after it, manage it, look after the air side, look after the houses, the generators, the lot.
This is the old postmaster's office out here, and directly behind it was his toilet. His house used to be in by those trees over there, and he had a cement path apparently to walk on all the way across here when he went to work every day. Plenty of area to camp here. Quite a convivial little camping ground. It doesn't matter which way you go from here, the roads are rough.
If you enjoyed this video, there's over 200 more just like it on this channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell, and we'll let you know when our next video is available. Thanks for watching.